Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Princess Connect Redive video. And today is going to be my full, complete, ultimate guide for H.Shinobu. I'm going to be going over her star levels, I'm going to be going over her ranks, I'm going to be going over teams. All of that stuff will be in today's video. And there will be timestamps if you want to go ahead and look in the description or scroll on the video. You'll see timestamps for different locations. If you guys want to go ahead and click on whichever part you need, by all means go ahead and do so. Or if you want to go ahead and watch the full video, by all means also do so. I'm more than welcome, and I thank you for watching the entire video. So let's go ahead and dive right into the ultimate guide for H.Shinobu. Alright, so first thing I want to jump in and talk about is going to be your rank. So I heard a lot of people saying that they like rank 10.6, or a lot of people saying they like rank 11.3. So me personally, I went with rank 11.3, and the reason being, of course, is because of the extra accuracy that you do get from the rank 11.3 versus the 10.6. So for rank 11.3, we take a look, you're gonna be getting 6 accuracy here, you're gonna be getting another 20 accuracy there on the feline pendant. So there's a lot of accuracy that you're going to be getting. Obviously accuracy is super important because you want to kill the Ilya, right? Crit rate obviously super nice. More physical attack, dodge is also really nice. Magic defense, of course, nice on Shinobu. And then a lot of physical attack and physical crit rate, as well as on 11.3. So I feel like 11.3 for me is probably personally the strongest rank that I recommend people to go for on H.Shinobu. It's kind of like no questions asked. I feel like most people should be going for 11.3. All right, so here I have the pre-con global gear and star recommendations. This is going to be a Google Doc. I will leave a link to this in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check this out for yourself. There is basically every single character on here. There's even Christina on here as well. So there's a lot of characters on here that if you want to know what you should be ranking them up to, this guide is very, 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 very good and is really, really useful to make sure that you guys use this so that you can take advantage of having the optimal ranks for your characters so that you can win more in battle arena and do more damage in clan battle. So here we have H.Shinobu right here. Now H.Shinobu, it is telling you that you want to put her at rank 11.3, and the reason being is because it adds plus 23 accuracy for outweighing any other considerations. Her arrival will cause another large shift in the PvP meta. While 3 stars can generally fulfill her role of assassinating squishies on attack, higher stars allow her to act as a Jonas Cleaver and Team Nuker she is known as. And we'll talk about her stars here in a second, but obviously right now this is talking about the rank. So a rank 11.3 is what is recommended from the pre-con global gear and star recommendations. Once again, I leave a link to the Google Doc in the comment section. There's basically every character in here. If you want to know them, go ahead and check this out. This is a very, very good guide. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it for the rank. I highly suggest just taking her up to 11.3 is probably the most optimal thing you can do. 11.3, I mean, if you need to keep her at 10.6, I feel like you should do so. But when I did my PvP showcase of H.Shinobu, she was at rank 11.3, so I highly recommend taking her up to rank 11.3 because that is where she really starts to dominate and just murder Ilyas left and right. So next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the star level. Of course, I do have my H.Shinobu sitting at 4 stars. Now, a lot of people probably should be taking her up to 4 stars. I feel like 3 stars is a very, very good thing to have her at. But personally, for me, if you have the Divine Amulets, which I think it's only, what, 300 or something like that, I recommend taking your H.Shinobu up to 4 stars. And that reason being, as I think 3 stars might be too squishy in order to take out the Ilyas. I did not test 3-star H.Shinobu, which I probably should have tested her in against some Ilya comps. But I know for a fact that 4-star H.Shinobu dominates Ilya. 5-star Ilyas just cannot live with a 4-star H.Shinobu on your team. So, if you're running H.Shinobu, I recommend taking up to 4 stars at a bare minimum if you want to have some high-tier battle arena PvP comps. H.Shinobu at 4 stars is where you want to go. 3 stars, I guess, should be okay, but 4 stars and above, I feel like is where you want to have her. 5 stars, obviously, just probably better defenses. I'm not too sure about the TP timing. 5 stars versus 4 stars, I'm not too sure about that, but I feel like just having her at 4 stars or above really, really does help your overall DPS. So if you want to have her at 5 stars to have her have extra magic defense or stuff like that, let's take a look. What the defense that she gets? So at 5 stars, she's going to be rocking over 200 physical defense, which is really, really good. And then 125 magic defense, which is solid. Her physical defense is through the roof, though, for a midline attacker. So very, very impressive defenses at a 5-star level. 4-star defenses, she's at 180, 112, so not the greatest in terms of magic defense. So if you want to go for 5 stars, then you can, but I'm personally going to keep mine at 4 stars. 1, because I don't have the Divine Amulet to do so, and 2, I'm saving my Divine Amulets for Christina to get her up to 5 stars, because Christina is really my true prize, right? If you do want to get up to 5 stars, by all means, go ahead and do so. I'm not going to stop you, but I personally would recommend 4 stars for the lighter spenders and people who want to save their divine amulets for other characters like Christina Nirizui, Mimi, Valentine Chizuru, all those characters that are coming up, and you want to save your divine amulets, then by all means just only get up to 4 stars. I think she'll perform perfectly fine at 4 stars. All right, and finally we have some teams. Now, teams for Halloween Shinobu can be a little bit weird. It's not like Ilya, we're going to be running one specific team comp. So let's go ahead and just start editing our defenses here. And first, I want to throw up a team comp that I would recommend personally for Halloween Shinobu. And that, of course, is going to be this team comp right here. Now, this could depend on what you're doing and how you are using your Halloween Shinobu. It depends on who you're fighting as well. So it literally all depends on the enemy team that you're fighting. But something like this could be very, very good. Having Ninan, Mitsuki, Monica, and then Halloween Shinobu on your team. Now, Halloween Shinobu, what makes her so good is you basically can throw her in any team comp as long as she's really with Mitsuki, and she will be able to easily clean up any midline defenders that are really, really weak to physical attacks. Any character like that, Halloween Shinobu can really go through and just cut those squishies in half because of the fact that she's going to be having defensive lowering from Mitsuki. Combine that with her AoE attack in the midline, and she's going to be doing a ton of damage, targeting the smallest enemy, all of that stuff. So this is one team that I used in my PvP video that I got away with using. But as I said, it all depends on the team comp of the enemy. If you're fighting against like a Monica Kuka here, like for example, what you're fighting against here, what you're seeing here, I would probably opt to drop Ninan and bring in someone like Summer Carol, who's going to be providing defensive lowering and magic DPS so we could take out the Miyako, and then our Halloween Shinobu should easily be able to cut through the Kuka, and then through the Nozumi, and then through the Tamaki, and then into the Maho. So for team comps for Halloween Shinobu, really her best friend is probably going to be Mitsuki, so as long as you have her paired with Mitsuki, you guys should be able to do very, very good damage together. Those two will be perfect together almost. Makoto is also another good character that you could pair her with. Obviously, Makoto, defensive lower character. Any defensive lower character, she does pair really, really nicely with. So, obviously, as I said, it depends on what team comp you're running against. Here is going to be a very annoying triple tank comp with Nozumi. We have Miyako and Kuka. I'm actually going to drop the Monica here, and I'm actually going to opt to bring in the Makoto here. Honestly, I'm probably going to drop Ilya, or I'm going to drop Kuka as well, and I'm going to bring in Ilya like this. So obviously, this team comp is a little bit weird, and it's a little bit wacky, but I kind of like that. June, I guess we can keep June because of the defensive lowering, so I will keep June, but we will see what happens. This is going to be kind of an odd team comp. As I said, Halloween Shinobu comps can be a little bit all over the place. It just depends on who you're really fighting at the moment. So their Tamaki should be able to die here. If not, then she'll target our Ilya, who is obviously already low HP. But Ilya's going to actually Union Burst here, which is basically going to secure the fact that we win here. Because now that basically we're going to be able to win, because now Tamaki is dead. But I feel like it's too late for the tanks here, because right now, yeah, so there goes Kuka, and now all that's left is Nozumi. So there we go. As you can see, the Halloween Shinobu comps can be a little bit awkward, just from me playing that right there. I mean, Ilya, Summer Carol, Makoto, and then Halloween Shinobu. It's just like such an awkward comp that you would think it wouldn't work, but obviously it just worked right there. So there we go. That is going to be the triple tank team defeated with Halloween Shinobu. Once again, I feel like this is a very, very solid team comp to run. As I said, guys, it honestly just really, really depends on what teams you're fighting against. For the most part, you're probably going to be seeing triple tank meta. So whenever you're fighting with the Halloween Shinobu, once again, if you just bring that Ilya, Summer Carol, Makoto, and then Halloween Shinobu, you should be able to easily beat them. I mean, I had no problem there. As you see, we had like 50 seconds left on the clock when we ended up winning there. So there's definitely a lot of different teams that you can use for Halloween Shinobu to definitely have her work. So Halloween Shinobu is really a flexible character here. And Halloween Shinobu just kind of fits anywhere, as long as you're a defensive lower, like either on AoE as Mitsuki or Makoto, or any physical defensive lower. As long as there's one, then Halloween Shinobu should easily be able just to do enough damage to basically wipe the entire floor. For teams like that with triple tank that you need another magic DPS for, bringing 2 magic DPSs like Ilya and then Summer Carol. Now, obviously, that team comp that we just fought against, it still was like a little weird of a team comp, but it still worked. Halloween Shinobu is such a great character, basically can be used anywhere. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the ultimate guide to Halloween Shinobu. As I said, for teams, she pretty much can be used anywhere, any team, all the time in Battle Arena. Great physical attacker, good AoE squishy killer, Ilya killer, certified Ilya killer, the best Ilya killer in the entire game. Halloween Shinobu, great unit. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.